I'd like to welcome you to BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth here in the 1100 block of West Fayette Street. Here at Morning Star Baptist Church, 1063 West Fayette Street. It's been a busy news week. Everyone is talking about the Interdenominational Ministerial Alliance. The one and only Reverend Heber Brown. How are you, sir?
Good morning, sir. I'm well. How you doing?
Good. It's been a busy news week, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot going on.
Wow. Well, first of all, let's back up. What's the name of your church?
I pastor the Pleasant Hope Baptist Church in North Baltimore.
Where is it located?
It's at 430 East Belvedere, near the intersection of York Road and Belvedere.
Okay. And you are a member of the IMA?
Yes, I've been a member of the IMA for the past maybe 6 or so years.
Leadership position?
I've been the vice president over the years and tried to help out as much as I could in different ways.
Okay, well, everyone wants to know what happened with the IMA endorsing a candidate. According to today's Afro, this was known a year ago.
Yeah, I think that the president, Dr. Alvin Gwynn, would be the best person to speak to exactly what happened. Unfortunately, I didn't make the endorsement forum at Friendship, and so I can't speak specifically about what happened then, and wasn't a part of whatever setting that Dr. Gwynn is referencing from a year ago. But I think Dr. Gwynn is going to be the one that's going to really lay it clear. I pray so in the next week or so. Is going to tell everybody what's going on.
According to the Afro article, there was some people were surprised. They didn't know that there was an endorsement underway.
Yeah, there's been some drops in communication over the past year, a little bit more, and so some folks were out of the loop a little bit. But I think that this unfortunate situation can present an opportunity for the IMA to become stronger in so many different ways.
Does it raise questions about church and politics?
Not for me. It doesn't. We as American African people can look to the church as a source of so much support over the years. In the political realm, when we were locked out of other avenues, it was the church that helped to provide that foundation, support, and leadership that we need. And so it doesn't raise any questions for me. Of course, from time to time, you need to kind of recalibrate and tighten things up. This might be one of those times, but for me, it raises no questions about whether or not the church is important as it relates to politics in the black community particularly.
Because according to the Afro article, I think it was Catalina Bird who was quoted as saying that it's no surprise that nonprofits go with the incumbent.
Well, I think first, for a point of correction, the Interdenominational Ministerial Alliance is not a nonprofit. It is it's an alliance of clergy who are concerned about social justice activities, and so we're not governed or bound by nonprofit regulation. And in terms of quote-unquote nonprofits, always going with the incumbent, we've seen that tradition and pattern, but also we've seen steps away from that as well. And so I don't think that can be a big brush that can be waved over all these types of groups who speak out and have endorsements and the like.
So the church is still, the black church is still relevant?
For me it is. For me it is, and for me it always will be. No people of sound mind would throw away an institution that they largely have had full autonomy and control over since its inception. No people in their right mind would attempt to do that. And so thankfully that we have other institutions now in our community, but to attempt to say the black church is irrelevant, I think would almost be like spitting in your mother's face. The church has done so much over the years, not to say it's perfect. It's made up of human beings, and we all are flawed, but nevertheless, this unfortunate incident is no reason to discard the church altogether.
Why is it unfortunate?
It's unfortunate because of the drops in communication that's happened. It's unfortunate in the sense that other candidates did not get a chance to speak. And again, I'm waiting with many others for Pastor Gwen to fully explain what happened with there with that endorsement. The tradition has been over the years that the IMA has listened to all candidates, so the senator was exactly right. Senator Pugh was exactly right in raising that. That's been the tradition. And there was a departure from that tradition this time around, and prayerfully, Dr. Gwen is going to speak to that real soon.
Now, help me out. One thing I was a little baffled by in the IMA article. Initially, when the word hit the street, it was as if Reverend Gwen had made the decision solely by himself. But according to the Afro article, this endorsement was made a year ago. Who was in charge a year ago?
Dr. Gwen, Pastor Gwen has been the president.
He was?
Yeah, same leadership a year ago as well. And so, you know, he's going to speak to, you know, what happened a year ago, what happened at the endorsement at Friendship as well. Again, I wasn't a part of that, so I can't speak specifically about who was involved in conversations or, you know, who was at the table in terms of that decision. But I'm looking forward to getting clarity on that, like so many others are as well.
Good deal. Thank you for that thought. You've been watching BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.